Good day, fellow students, and to my professor, Miss Alex Alcantara. In this video, I'm going to discuss two theories under the theories of crime causation, especially the different association theory and containment theory. I am Queenie Ada Lumpinis from BSc 1-5. Here I got four reasons on why studying criminal theories is important. After knowing the learning objectives and the reasons behind our discussions, let's proceed our subtopics. It is which means differential association theory and containment theory. First, let's know who developed the differential theory. Differential association theory was developed by Edwin Sutherland that marked a Western in criminology during 1947. Differential association theory refers to the distant physiological perception of a person who having interaction with social groups. It's include the preceding crimes. This means that Sutherland's theory have focus on human behaviors, on how people inherit the act of committing crimes through learning it from other people. Now let's proceed to the three concepts of differential theory. First, normative conflict, differential differential association, differential group organization. Normative conflict that can be refined as the root of crimes in societal level. And according to Sutherland, societies that we are characterized by harmony, solidarity, consensus over basic values, and beliefs often experience little conflict. Such societies become segmented into groups that conflict over interests, values, and behaviors patterns. Segments means there are groups in which that grouping cause the conflict. There are some example of normative conflicts that usually happens in a society. First, escalation, correlations, and conflict. Differential association that explains individual criminal acts. Since normative conflict can be a main root of crimes, we will now dig deeper on how criminals are influenced by other people in committing crimes. In individual criminal acts, there are two important elements we should always remember. First, requisite skills and techniques for committing crimes. Second, definition favorable and unfavorable to commit crime. Here are some examples of how individuals are influenced by other people in committing crime. There are giving motives, fraud or scamming, inside trading, and verbalization, which truth to present the two elements I mentioned before. The differential group organization, which uh, which uh, which explains group rates crime. Comparing comparing sa dalawa na individual criminal acts and social organizations, we give us insights on how criminal groups cause normative conflict in a society. This means that who are favor, kung pabor ka or hindi ka pabor sa crime, to determines of crime rate of any group in a society. That's why suburban and inner city is compared, kinukumpara dahil ang inner city ay weaker sa pag-security and strength to completely oppress the crime. Here are some examples that usually happens in inner city neighborhood. Some of them are pocketing, pickpocketing, or hold up. The 9 differential association theory fundamental principles. First, criminal behavior is learned. According to Sutherland, he believes that other people who are already commit crimes, na makaka-impluwensya sa ibang tao or magkaka-impluwensya pa sa ibang tao. Next slide. Next, interacting not with just a normal people but those who commit crime, they tends also acquire criminalistic behaviors of that person. Next, within entainment personal groups, because it has where stronger relationship is both among the members and stronger their bound relation or possibility, they can influence each other. This meant that criminal behavior is not just about committing the actual crime, but it also about on how people execute and triggered by it. Next, this implements people have their own unique perceptions of the legal codes, and this had impact on whether they commit crimes or not, kung nakomit nila yung crime or hindi. Next, people are becoming criminal if they commit crimes to benefit from it from start, to think the doing act of against the law is becoming favorable towards their situation. Next, there are also factors that affect differential association, and there are frequency duration, which means to seldom the people commit crimes, and intensity, uh, on how heavy the crimes they commit, kung mabigat ang crime na commit nila. This means that people can also learn how to commit crimes through associating with the criminal patterns from previous people who commit the crimes. And the last one, criminal behavior is nothing different in non-criminal behavior when expressing needs and values. After learning differential association theory, let's now start discussing another theory, which is the containment theory. Containment theory, in the other hand, is a control theory that refers a concept on how to determine what can stop people from committing crimes. There was proposed by Walter Reckless in 1973 when he conducted studying pertaining to a juvenile delinquency. Aside from the definition I mentioned a while ago, containment theory also pertain to force with an outside individual that has the power to influence action which commit na-commit nila yung crime or hindi nila na-commit yung crime. Two types of containment theory: the outer containment and the inner containment. Outer containment refers to the people who might influence an individual. And inner containment is the attitude or characteristics with an individual that could also influence them. Air is a human pulls and pushes towards delinquency. According to Reckless, this means that there have external condition the influence of individual if they feel secured and contained or protect to the delinquency. This means that various environmental pressures that could influence in the individual, not just an inner and outer containment. In the simple words, pulls are environmental pressure that remove the containment of individual because it can attract them toward the deviancy of the committing crimes. On the other hand, Reckless says, and sinabi niya na, and na refers, the pushes is internal behaviors or drives that serves as an external motivators that push an individual toward deviancy. According to Reckless, this means that the human pulls and pushes device or pressure from environment can be contained if an individual awares enough about them. With this, they can resist and continue act normative behaviors that could help them avoid committing crimes. That's all. Thank you. Reference and my quotations. Thank you for your learn for your watching in these videos.